This is one of the biggest robberies in football history, and it happened in Paris. Long before this game started, I knew all along that this was going to be a hard game. Even in my last video, I said that Liverpool's going to sit deep and try to hit PSG on the counterattacks and transitions. But to be honest, we were never going to sit this deep. So you could kind of say that with the players that PSG has, and of course with the fantastic coach that they have, this was never a surprise. But the performance that they had last night, I'm talking about Dembele, I'm talking about Barcola, and of course Kvaratskhelia. The way they rotated during the game, the way that they ran from this side to another, it was fantastic, and it made it very, very hard to defend for our defenders. And honestly, Liverpool was lucky last night. Kvara's incredible goal was rolled off because of offside, and Konate's foul was not catched by the VAR. And to be fair, I did not think it was a foul. But when I look at other videos in YouTube and listen to pundits and ex-players, they all are saying that it was a foul. So maybe I'm being biased. So credit to PSG for showing that level of performance in their own home stadium. But let's talk about the one man who could probably save the effing Titanic. And that man is named Alisson Becker. This might just be the greatest goalkeeping performance in Liverpool's history. And to take a deep dive into this thing, let's look at the stats. PSG had 27 shots in this game. 20 of them were on target. And Alisson had 9 incredible saves to stop them from scoring. And these weren't just regular saves. We had fantastic shots coming from Kvara and Dembele. Hakimi even tried to shoot. Barcola had a good game. The subbed-in players had good attempts to score goals. But Alisson was just out of this world last night. His performance instantly reminded me of his incredible save against Napoli a few years back, which kept us in UCL, and eventually we went on and won it. And don't take me wrong, it's far from over. We haven't reached the next stage yet. But winning a game in Paris against such a great team, I mean, this PSG team has so many talents in them. You could talk about Neves, you could talk about Nuno Mendes, you could talk about Barcola and Dembele. Kvara was fantastic. So winning a game against this team in their own home stadium is definitely a big step to the next stage of the Champions League. And now they have to come to Anfield. And believe me, Liverpool is not going to play like this at Anfield. And Liverpool was awful in this game. Yes, we were lucky. Yes, we won it eventually. But we were awful. And apart from Alisson, Endo, and Sobo, and maybe one or two more players, everybody else had a very, very shocker game. I mean, Diaz and Salah had their worst performance of their careers, perhaps. But that's normal. I don't like it when I go to social media and they just make a big deal out of it. playing a hard game in Paris against such a great team is obviously hard. And it's obviously gonna affect your performance. And yes, as I said, I know Salah was awful. Diaz was awful. But it was just a bad day at the office. That's all it is. Salah has been fantastic throughout the season. And believe me, and remember this, Salah is going to score at Anfield against PSG. He is. He is that kind of player. But anyways, we have to work on our weaknesses. Because there were moments in this game where we were on transition, we were counter-attacking. Sobo had the ball and maybe one or two of our attackers were running alongside him, and he did not make good decisions to pass the ball. And when he passed it to Salah, for example, then Salah did not make the good decision to shot the ball or pass it around. So we have to work on that, because it's not a great thing when your goalkeeper has to do all the hard work. And we should not test Alisson as much as this game in other games. Never. But aside from that, I like to look at the bright side of this game, because Arne Slot and the team once again managed to go through a tough game with a big result. And Slot's smart substitutions had a key role in this victory. I mean, I kind of believe that our subbed in players had a better game than the ones that started the game. Harvey Elliott obviously scored. Darwin Núñez had the assist. Curtis Jones had the position for us when he received the ball. He held on to it like hell. And that's what he does. He keeps the ball and changes the rhythm for us in our favor. And obviously, oh my God, I cannot tell you how happy I am that Wataru Endo stayed in our team. Every time he comes on, I know the game is over. It's like having a James Milner in your team, only he's faster right now than the last years of Milner's career. And whenever he has been on the pitch for us, Liverpool has only received one goal. I mean, that's crazy. And that's why we know Wataru Endo is a leader and, of course, a masterclass in defending and tackling. And the plan was always to record this video and talk about all 4 games that were played in the second night of round 16. I really wanted to talk about how I predicted everything right about the Inter game. I got the scoreline right, and I got the goal scorers right. I said they were going to win 2-0 and Martinez and Thuram will score their goals. And that's exactly what happened. So yes, I get things wrong sometimes, but I also have knowledge as well. But we could also talk about how I had a wrong prediction for the Bayern game, because I said Leverkusen is going to have the upper hand and maybe win the game. But Bayern Munich was fantastic in their game against Leverkusen. Harry Kane, Musiala, and Olise, they were all fantastic. And they won the game 3-0, obviously. And the last game we have to talk about is Barcelona against Benfica. Barca went to 10 men very quickly early on in this game. Kubarsi was sent off, and it was the right decision, obviously. But Benfica could not capitalize on that. I mean, they were playing at home, and Barca went to 10 men. So you expect them to do better in their game. And they had some chances, but Szczesny had a fantastic performance as well and saved a lot. Eventually, Barcelona won the game 1-0, and Rafinha scored their goal. He's having another fantastic season as well. We have to talk about that. Credit to him. But among all the games that were played last night, I think the Liverpool game against PSG was the one that stood out, and rightly so. So tell me, guys, down below, tell me in the comments, who do you think will advance eventually between Liverpool and PSG? Because I know there are so many people that believe PSG can come to Anfield and maybe get a result. So, and I don't believe that, because playing at Anfield is just so hard, and Liverpool is going to play a lot better there. So yes, there's my opinion, but I would really like to know yours. Comment, and if you like this video, smash the like button, obviously. Subscribe to my channel and ring the bell if you want to be notified whenever there is new content. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and as always, have a good one.